So today we are going to read the poem The Wonderful Words. So in your classic syllabus there are so many proses and poems. So I think this poem is very much interesting. So if we look at the title, The Wonderful Words, so you know that words are very much wonderful for several reasons, because it is only for us, the human beings, who can express themselves in words, and you know that we can make story either in printed words, or we can narrate some incidents. We can narrate the incidents of a story. So the words are really wonderful. So this world cannot be beautiful if there are no words. So this world cannot be beautiful if we can't express ourselves. So let's come to the poem. Never let a thought shrivel and die, for want of a way to say it. For English is a wonderful game, and all of you can play it. All that you do is match the words to the brightest thoughts in your head, so that they come out clear and true and handsomely groomed and fed. For many of the loveliest things have never yet been said. Words are the food and race of thought. They give its body and swing, and everyone's longing today to hear some fresh and beautiful thing. But only words can free a thought from its prison behind your eyes. Maybe your mind is holding now a marvelous new surprise. So, man is a gifted animal who can think and speak. So, every man knows at least one language, because it's very important to give expression to his or her thoughts, ideas, and feelings. So, all people think and speak. So, the poet advises the readers to work on their language and learn it skillfully. The poet says that we all know one language at least. We all have a mother tongue, so we must have good command over it. So we should not let any idea go or fade just because we don't find the right words for it. Rather, we should make conscious effort. That means we always try to find words to express it clearly. That means we need to have a vocabulary, we need to have uh, strong vocabulary to express ourselves clearly. So it might be possible that idea comes out. So the poet says that English is a wonderful and rich language. One can express one's thoughts in this language without any problems clearly and flawlessly, means in a very neat and clean way. So the need is to look for the correct and right words to express our ideas clearly. It is wrong to think that there are no more good thoughts which are left to be expressed. So the most beautiful way to give expression to our thoughts or ideas is our words. right? So everyone loves to hear new and good things. The only thing is that we need to master the language and find the right words. So every thought is like a prisoner or a caged bird in our mind. We can set that idea free with the help of words. So it is quite possible that the thought may be marvelous. So this poem is very much important, and each and every line in this poem is very much important. So the poet is saying that, so if we have to make a gist of this poem, first one is, whatever we want to say or whatever we want to express, we must have to. That means we must not kill our expressions, or we must not kill our ideas in our mind. Why? Because we do not have words. So it is very absurd and it is very strange that we do not have the words. So we cannot say that. We cannot say that for lack of words we cannot express ourselves. So we have to read a lot, we have to learn a lot, so that we have regularly new stock of words, a new vocabulary, so that we can express ourselves in words. So English is a wonderful game. So the poet here says that English is a wonderful game, because you know that there are several word games like jumbled words, puzzle words, Sudoku. So English is a wonderful game, and we can play with the words. Right, we can play with the words, and whatever bright thoughts we have in our mind, we should know how to express it, so that we can express it. Not only that we can express it, but we can express it very clearly to the person who will listen to us. So it is not the expression, it is also neat and clean and clear expression, and handsomely groomed and fed. So it's a very important phrase. That means it is very well groomed. So you have to keep in mind that, you know that communication is a very important in today's world. So whatever we say or whatever we express, it has to be very clearly arranged and clearly groomed. That means, for example, in class, in any class, in any subject, or in any class, for example, if you don't feel like doing a class, for example, you are not well, you are not physically or mentally well, what will you say? That, sir, I don't do it, or ma'am, I don't do it, I don't like it. So it's very haphazard expression. So it's a kind of expression, but it's a very haphazard expression, it's very irregular expression. So what should be your expression? You can say that, sir or ma'am, that today I am not well for some reasons. Either I have some kind of ailments or I am not well. So can I go to doctor's room? Or you can say like that, I am not feeling very well. So you have to very clearly communicate with your teacher, or for example, not in school, in outside the school, for example, in any class, in any craft or dance or music class, you have to communicate to your teacher, or you have to communicate to your parents or friends very clearly. Why? If your communication, if your expression, if your words are not clearly chosen, your words may not be understood by the listener. I think I can make you understand it that if your words, if your sentences are not clearly constructed, the person in front of you cannot understand what you want to say. So it has to be very handsomely, means it has to be very enriched, or it has to be very clearly spoken, and it has, that means your expression must have very clearly or consciously chosen words and expression. For many of the loveliest things have never yet been said. So the poet is saying that there are many nice things that are yet to be said. That means there are many things we must tell. So words are the food and race of thought. So naturally, as we consume foods to have nutrition, to have vitamins, or to have very what should I say? I think the foods build our body, right? So the foods build our body. So words are also built the thought, because whatever you are saying, whatever you are thinking, it is a group of words that dress your thought. That means, for example, in your examination, you write your answer, right? So for any kind of answer, the answer is in your mind, but when you are converting it on your paper, you are just giving it the dress. That means you are giving the shape of your thought on the paper. They give it its body and swing, and everyone's longing today to hear some fresh and beautiful thing. So through words we can narrate any incident, we express ourselves. So some fresh and nice ideas we can also express it. Very important line from its present behind your eyes, that means head. But only words can free a thought from its prison behind your eyes. Behind your eyes means your head is full of thoughts. It is only the words, it is only the sentence that can free your thought from the mind, and it can free where? Where does it free? It is freed on the paper, either in written form or in spoken form. Maybe your mind is holding now a marvelous new surprise. So constantly the poet is saying that anytime our mind can flash a series of new ideas, anytime our mind can flash new thoughts, any innovative ideas, so that other people can appreciate it, and through our new ideas, through our innovative thoughts, we can express ourselves more and more. So the more we speak, the more we know. So the more we know, the more we tell. So we always culture good ideas. We should always read books to gather ideas, to learn new words, so that our vocabulary becomes very strong. And if you have lots of words, you can express yourself very freely. So I think you have understood the poem.